Former New York Congressman George Santos has pleaded guilty to charges of wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. The guilty plea comes less than a month before his trial is set to begin. Santos is likely to spend at least 2 years in prison. He also owes thousands of dollars in restitution. Santos had previously maintained his innocence on multiple charges, including that he stole from political donors, used campaign contributions to pay for personal expenses, lied to Congress about his wealth, and collected unemployment benefits while actually working.
Pleading guilty is a step I never imagined I'd take, but it is a necessary one because it is the right thing to do. I'm taking responsibility because I have to. There's no other way around it. To my family, friends, and supporters, and the people of New York's 3rd Congressional District, I offer my deepest apologies. It has been the proudest achievement of my life to represent you, and I believe I did so to the best of my abilities. But you also trusted me to represent you with honor and to uphold the values that are essential to our democracy. And in that regard, I failed you. I know that my actions have caused disappointment, frustration, and a loss of faith in me, and for that I'm truly sorry. I also want to acknowledge the many people who have stood by me during this difficult time, my family, friends, and legal team. Your support has been a source of strength, and I am determined to repay your faith in me by becoming a better person. Moving forward, I am dedicated to making amends for the wrongs I have committed. I understand that there are legal consequences for my actions, and I accept them fully. I hope that by facing these consequences head on, I can begin to demonstrate my commitment to change and to earning your forgiveness. I do not ask for forgiveness, as I know that must be earned through actions, not words. I want to be a part of restoring the integrity that I helped diminish, and I will work tirelessly to regain the trust of those I have let go. I know that rebuilding trust will take time and that my actions will always be a part of my history. However, I am determined to use this experience as a turning point in my life, one that will guide me to make better choices and to be an exemplary member of my community. Thank you.
George, what advice do you have for others in your situation, George?
After years of telling lies, former Congressman George Santos stood in the courthouse right behind me and finally, under oath, told the truth. And that truth is he is a criminal. Santos pled guilty to committing serious crimes involving fraud and identity theft. He also admitted to committing all other crimes he was charged with in the superseding indictment. As a result, he'll finally be held to account for his actions. He will go to prison for at least 2 years. He will be required to forfeit the money he made illegally, and he will be required to repay the victims that he swindled.
Today's guilty plea is also significant because it requires Santos to pay more than $300,000 in restitution to the victims of his criminal schemes. The Department of Justice is committed to seeking justice for victims who've been harmed by criminal conduct and affording them redress. And I am pleased that today's resolution does exactly that.
When an elected official betrays the trust placed in them, it undermines the foundation of our democracy. Today should be a warning of any public official who wants to use their office for any type of personal gain.
George Santos is many things. He's a liar, he's a master manipulator, and a con man. But one thing he's not above the law. No one is above the law.